Hi, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And we are
Conbini Cult.
Welcome to the bonus Christmas episode.
Dun, 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 dun,
If you celebrate Christmas.
Yes. And if you don't,
Merry Christmas.
if you don't celebrate, you can
Happy holidays.
have a happy holiday and
Happy
maybe
winter.
learn some things about how, the holidays are celebrated here in Japan and compare them to your home country or to our home countries. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it'll be a short one.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
It should be. Yeah, compared to our very long deep dives we've been doing recently.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into the topic of Christmas in Japan, do we have any life updates to discuss?
Not a super important one. I tried to go to a Christmas market here the other day. Maybe my mistake was going on a Sunday evening, but it was so crowded. I just went. I looked at the Christmas tree, I took a picture, and then I had to leave because there was no space or no time to really do anything. And you went to the same Christmas market and you got to enjoy some food and stuff there, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So the one in Osaka, of course, Osaka doesn't have as many Christmas markets compared to Tokyo. There's the one under the Umeda Skytree building.
Yeah, it's called
that's the one we went to.
Yeah. And it was nice. If it was just a little less people, it's really cute and everything. It's just I did not expect it to be so small. Yeah.
I think because there are not that many seats. So
there's no seats, really, unless you're counting the ground that people were sitting on.
Oh, people were sitting on the ground?
Oh, yeah. I guess there was some benches, some tables and stuff, right? A little eating
there's
space.
very few tables.
Yeah.
But I went last year as well, and they also had an area inside a tent.
Oh.
And I think they had heated lamps in there as well, but that was closer to Christmas.
Maybe, because I don't remember seeing that, but the day I went, so in the, I guess the center of it, they put up this big Christmas tree, and then there's some I wouldn't call them stairs, but little steps that kind of
a few
surround
steps
it.
leading up to the tree.
And everyone was just sitting on those steps around the tree. So it just had a ring of people around the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, who were sitting there and eating their food and stuff. So there was little space to walk, yeah, so hopefully.
Did you get to eat anything or
no,
drink anything?
I couldn't. I really wanted, because I know this was my fault for seeing, TikToks and stuff of it. And I was ooh, I want to eat all that. It was waffle, chocolate, croissants and waffle kind of things. There's a lot of pretzels,
sausages.
A lot of sausages that looked really good, hot chocolate and things like that. A lot of there's a lot of craft beer there that looked really good that I didn't get to try. Some mulled wine as well.
Yeah.
I'm not really drinking now anyway, but still, it looks really good. And yeah, I just, the time it would take to line up did not seem worth it to me. So we took a nice picture, my partner and I, under the tree, and then we dipped because there's, have you ever heard of Kite, Osaka? It's
that's a building, right?
Yeah, it's a new building I think they built around Osaka
In
Station.
Umeda?
Yeah.
Osaka Umeda Station.
And there's I guess it's known for having restaurants of really great food from around Japan or something like that. I don't know. There's just a lot of great places to eat in there. So we went in there and we ate a really, really good dinner. So it was fine anyway. But maybe I'll try
I heard they're doing a Christmas thing as well. Did you see any market type thing in there?
Maybe there was, but
was it decorated?
We just went directly to the restaurant floor, and there was no decorations on that floor. But maybe, and I just missed them. But maybe I want to check out the Kobe Christmas fair. I feel that one should be bigger.
That one looks pretty good.
Or more crowded. I don't know.
But it's, if we were going to go together, it's kind of hard to find a date because it's limited the days that it's open.
Yeah, I thought they would at least, I know it sounds silly to expect a Christmas market to go past Christmas, but I was hoping, I don't know, at least the 28th of December, but they cut it off on
Christmas isn't the last day.
Yeah, and it's only Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I think the week leading up to Christmas, it's open every day.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Hopefully we can find a day, but yeah, I'm just maybe I'm also just getting old, but I don't have much motivation or hope to go outside these days to events like that because I'm just a bitter old man people I don't want to deal with lines and possibly overpriced Christmas food and it's just a hot chocolate or something.
Yeah, so. It is a little pricey, but I think the Christmas markets in Europe and stuff are also pricey as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I mean, and it is a once a year kind of thing, obviously. I want to enjoy it, but yeah, didn't have time this time. So maybe
Yeah.
next time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I also went to the Umeda
Yeah.
Sky
Sky
Tree.
building?
Umeda
Yeah.
Sky Tree. Umeda Sky Building
Yeah.
Christmas market.
What did you
But I went at like 5 p.m. on a Friday, so it was a
Smart.
bit earlier.
even
There
on a
were no
Friday.
seats still.
Okay.
But we did find a bench.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got like a sausage on a roll and then a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
My friend got Glühwein,
Ooh, what is that?
mulled
Sounds
wine.
very, German. I see. Yeah, I saw one of you guys. Did you buy the commemorative mug?
She bought the
too?
mug,
Oh,
yeah.
she did. Okay, I saw
Yeah.
that was like something that they were selling too. So, yeah,
Yeah, that looked nice.
looked fun. Must have been nice. No, but yeah, maybe I'll give it another shot earlier in the week.
So also, not related to Christmas,
No.
but I'm sure you guys have seen a lot about Wicked recently. But so we're not going to talk about it too much, but I just want to say it doesn't come out in Japan until the spring.
Yeah, of 2025.
Of 2025.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to wait so long for it.
Did you see a reason for it? Because like you,
What was the reason?
well, I have an assumption. I
Oh.
didn't see like a clear reason. And like, yeah, usually, I guess it depends on the movie though. Because a lot of like movies from the US, for example, take a lot of time before they actually come to Japan. But that also
Yeah.
depends on like
But
the
like the
popularity
Barbie
of the
movie was not that late, for example.
No, the Barbie movie, was it not that late? It was late though.
It was
compared to
later than the
yeah.
US, but I think it was not like half a year kind of late.
No, it wasn't late like that. But you know what was like half a year, maybe over a year late? Was
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer. I just saw that like a couple months ago, I think. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
like crazy.
But that makes a little more sense than Wicked.
Yeah,
Or
I
is
mean,
there something
there
I'm
was like a
missing
lot of
about
like
Wicked?
political reasons why
Yeah.
Oppenheimer wasn't here at first. But Wicked, so I have no idea why, but my assumption, but maybe not, because the Wicked Broadway musical, like in Japan, so with a Japanese cast, all in Japanese, it's going on now until like April. I think they have shows in Osaka at least. Because
so
I
you think
wanted
it's
to go-
competition?
competition, or I don't know.
That would motivate me to
like see it
the
more. Like
musical.
I wanted, so I saw the musical once, like when I was in high school, and it was like so amazing. And so I wanted to, once I found out they're doing shows here, of course they're all sold out in Osaka already. So knowing that and then finding out that the movie is coming out later, that's kind of my assumption. Like, oh, do they not want to like affect ticket sales of the Broadway show or vice versa? But like New York, for example, like Broadway, aren't they just
Yeah, it's
doing
still
that
going
like, all the
on
time?
as normal, yeah.
So that was like my first thought, but I don't think that's a valid reason. So I truly have no
Maybe.
idea. Like,
If you know.
because you
Let
would
us
think it's so popular to enough to like be here already around the same time.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's
like,
true.
Moana 2 is already out in the US and it comes out in Japan on December 6th. So even Moana 2
Okay,
is
this
like
Friday.
coming before Japan, or not before Japan.
Before Japan.
Moana 2 is coming to Japan before
Before
Wicked,
Wicked.
which is like, if you were going to rank the success of those movies, Moana 2, I'm sure is amazing. Moana
Yeah.
1 was wonderful. But like, why not Wicked then? I'm pissed. Like, yeah, I don't want to wait until next year to see it. I feel like I've already seen, not spoilers, because I've seen the musical, I know what the story is, but I've seen so many clips of the movie already, which is also weird. Who's like taking videos in the movie theater? I thought you like couldn't do that. But
When there's a will, there's a way.
yeah, I guess. But yeah, so I'm so sad. Are you gonna go see it, or do you plan to go see it, or I wonder if we can
I don't
like?
want to wait that long.
Do you think it's gonna come out on like streaming in the US before it even comes out in Japan, and then we can like
probably.
get a VPN and watch it or something?
Because the second part of the movie comes out,
comes out
in the US in the spring.
2025, yeah. Oh,
Probably.
what?
But I think it's also playing, I think it's in theaters in Korea already.
Which is like,
You want to go to Seoul for a weekend and watch
honestly,
Wicked?
we can take that like Fukuoka ferry or go to Busan.
yeah.
and, like, just watch Wicked there.
Yeah.
Honestly, if that's what it takes, because what we have now until spring, I
wait
guess.
until March.
Yeah, I don't want to wait until March, but like I feel like it's so fun. This is the gossip girl in me, but like it's so fun to, for example, watch the movie, and there's a lot of like, you know, pop culture news that's happening around the movie right now, like seeing all the interviews and, you know, maybe seeing like fresh interviews of the cast and like all of the media attention around it, and then like knowing what's happening because you saw the movie as well is like so much more fun than like just seeing all the news that's happening around it, and then I have to like wait to see the movie. Yeah. So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Come on. But I'm definitely gonna go see it, whether that be on a streaming service or flying
with a VPN.
Or just flying home and then watching it while I'm there or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We gotta go and like dress up as Elphaba and Glinda. Yeah. That'll be fun. Or maybe I'll go as the flying monkey or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can come with me and Rosa.
Yeah, you guys will be.
I'll be Elphaba, she'll be Glinda, and you can be the flying monkey.
Flying monkeys. Oh, God. Because they're not. I'll be Bo and Yang. Okay. Bo and Yang's character, whoever he is, to Glinda. Glinda?
I think, yeah.
I don't know. Because I haven't seen the movie. Oh, my gosh. But anyway.
Anywho. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, so right before we were recording this, we went to 7-Eleven for a snack.
Yeah.
And we got... So there were two... We're not allowed to eat in the studio that we're in right now. Yeah. So we were eating it outside the 7-Eleven.
Which you're allowed to do. No one comment on here saying, how dare you eat outside in Japan? It's against the rules, blah, blah. No. Like, there were Japanese people around us doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because we're right outside the Conbini, ready to throw our trash away properly. In the Conbini.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyway.
So, yeah, there were these two guys who were, like, a little bit... I mean, still outside of the 7-Eleven, but not, like, directly next to us.
Like a few yards away.
Yeah.
Yards. I haven't said that word in a long time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I heard some whistling.
Yeah. And not like, ooh, what a lovely day, la-di-da-di-da, whistle. Like a,
hey girl kind of whistle.
Hey girl. Yeah. Over and over and over again.
And then we're like,
what's going on?
Is this directed at us?
Yeah.
And then the one guy, I made eye contact with him, and he was like...
You made a mistake.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say anything, but I made the mistake of looking.
Yeah.
And then they were like... I don't know, what did they say? Like, Oide or something?
Oh, I was, like, ignoring them fully. Because my back was facing them. And this was, like, the one time, thankfully. You know how when someone is like, okay, don't look now, but the person behind you. And I'm like, where? I just turn around completely.
Yeah, you didn't look at all.
Yeah, this was the one time I didn't do that. And I don't know what they're saying. But as soon as I heard, like, hey, hello, I was like, we gotta go. I was
it's
like,
time to go.
Yeah, that's for us. They're like rehearsing. We gotta go. And then we like were walking back to the studio and
they're saying,
shouting at us.
Bye.
Yeah. And we just avoided that eye contact. But
yeah. Don't engage
because they're really like resilient here. Like when it comes to Nampa, I don't know, like I'm just like so happy we weren't being followed. Because like that is a big way dudes Nampa here. Have we talked about Nampa before? In like our dating stories episode, maybe?
Maybe we've mentioned it.
Nampa deep dive.
Deep dive. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Everything needs a deep dive.
Yeah.
But
usually they just like follow you and they're like, where are you going? Like, do you have time? And so thankfully they didn't do that. But whistling, that was like, you get it all the time in the US. Like anywhere you go, I feel like there's just like...
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been whistled at in Japan.
In Japan, no. But I was telling Frankie earlier, I've gotten like clapped at. Because like clapped at or like snapped at, and which is like so rude and disgusting to me. But like I assume it's because they didn't have... You know, they see me and they're like, ooh, group of foreigners, I have to speak English or whatever. But they're like not confident to just say like hello or excuse me. So to like
the only thing they can think of is
like to clap at me. And they were like just clapping over and over like a hey kind of clap. And of course we didn't engage either. But like, so the whistling, I was like, well, still gross, but I'll prefer that over clapping, I guess. Or snapping.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Bars in hell.
Yeah. So that was our daily adventure, I guess. our news today.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Anyway, Christmas. A happy time.
Yeah. So it should not really come as a surprise, but like Japan's not a Christian country, so Christmas is not really like a family holiday where people get time off of work.
Oh, yeah. It's not celebrated in the same way as a lot of Western countries are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So it like really sucks if you're single at Christmas time in Japan, or if you just like live alone.
The Christmas date.
Yeah. Because even if you do want to like venture out and go see some lights or Christmas stuff, there's just like couples everywhere. And if you're single, that can be like hard, you know?
Yeah.
But it is still fun because it's not a family holiday. A lot of like friends get together too, and there's a lot of like fun events, and like it's very like Insta-buy, like very like Insta aesthetic too, to like take pictures of all the lights and everything here. So I still like it, but I get a little sad every year because I like miss my family around this time of year. Yeah.
So what do you usually do for Christmas? Do you work?
I do. Actually, so I'm on year 7 of living in Japan. And this is like, so pre-COVID, when I first arrived, when I was working in a school, I took winter time. Even though technically the students had winter break, the teachers were still expected to go, even on Christmas Day. And you only got like, because New Year's is like the big family holiday in Japan.
Yes.
And
that's when offices close,
like
schools
everything
close,
closes,
people go home for like about a week
or so.
Almost a week.
I think like the national time off is the 29th through January 3rd. Usually that's when like most companies are closed. So my school, you know, they still expected us to like work on Christmas Eve and Christmas. And at that time I was like fresh in Japan and I was like, oh, how dare they? Like, what do you mean? So I would take like that maybe December 15th until the new year, basically, like off and go home every year and spend Christmas with my family. And then COVID hits, couldn't do that. And around the same time, I also met my partner now. And again, for COVID reasons and for like financial reasons, I haven't gone back home for Christmas since 2019 was the last time I did that. So it's been about 5 years. And so every Christmas, my partner and I, we have a little Christmas tree that we put up in the house, and we'll decorate it and like listen to, you know, Christmas music at the same time. And
have you put up the tree yet?
No, I've been meaning to, because like it always comes so fast. And then that tree's just, I keep the tree up till like February because I'm like so lazy to put it away. But we'll do like a very intimate, you know, just like Christmas dinner between us. When we were, I sound like we're so old. When we were younger and like first dating, we would like go out and see the lights and everything. Yeah. And then, you know, do like more gaishoku, like go out for dinner. And recently we've just kept it a home event, and we'll like watch a movie. We started Harry Potter recently. So we've been watching the different Harry Potters throughout the month, and eat some in previous years. It's a big thing to eat like KFC in Japan. Haven't done it recently, but we'll get into like why that is, or like what that is.
The KFC lore.
Yeah, but we'll just like eat a dinner at home and exchange like a present or two between each other. Because gift giving in Christmas also isn't super big unless it's like a couple thing too. Yep. And I think it should be discussed amongst the couple. I think this year my boyfriend and I were like, nah, it's okay. I'm still gonna get him a present though. But yeah. How about you?
So I have never been back home for Christmas since
like
moving here.
Ever. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And not to say that's a flex. Like, I don't miss home at all. I don't need Christmas. I would like to go. It's just so expensive.
Yeah, that's a big reason.
So I'm thinking next year, maybe going back in like earlier December. So there's at least some like Christmas festivities, but like being back in Japan before Christmas Day might be a little bit cheaper. We'll see. But December is also a really busy time for work.
Oh, I see.
But I'm not going to be working on Christmas Day. So I think tonight, me and Takashi will decorate the tree. Fun. We have like matching pajamas and we'll listen to Christmas music.
That's really cute. Yeah.
But on Christmas Day, I think we're just going to stay home and like
just chill.
We might get a Costco chicken.
And
but so you actually have to reserve that. So if you're listening to this right now, it's December 4th as we record. We should have this episode up within a few days. So now's the time to, well, actually, hopefully it's not too late.
Yeah, I feel like it would be sold out almost already. Like Christmas cakes too, like eating cake
that's
is
true.
A big thing
You need to reserve the cakes.
Which is like
far in advance. You need to reserve
so silly.
if you get KFC, if you're not boycotting KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything has to be reserved.
Yeah. I've had to make a reservation in previous years. Yeah, it's pretty intense. And that's like, I guess, again, I'm going to sound like such an old person, but like when you're a kid, you don't think about, obviously, the logistics of planning Christmas, setting up the tree and like buying dinner or making dinner and all this stuff. It's just there for you, right? Because you're a kid. And so now that I have to think about, and especially in Japan, because it's like very reservation based in a lot of places, like the thought of reserving a Costco rotisserie chicken is just like so foul to me. I'm like, what do you mean, you know? And so
I don't know if you can get one, because I think a few years ago I got a Costco chicken, but I don't remember if it was on Christmas Day.
Did you go like the 26th?
But I remember because I wanted to like grab a chicken, and the employees were like, did you make a reservation? And I was like,
like, what do
you have to do that.
Is that, I mean, I guess it depends on area too, because I've gone not for Christmas, but for for Thanksgiving time, I've gone to Costco to like pick up some, Thanksgiving food ingredients when I was doing that, and I didn't need a reservation. But again, this is like the Inaka Chiba, like before COVID. I don't know if
but
COVID
there's no
had anything
Thanksgiving
to do with
here.
it. Yeah,
so I think the only
that's
people
true.
shopping for Thanksgiving food would be foreigners.
Yeah, like November.
American foreigners.
Yeah, like mid-November is like the only time you'll go to Costco and just see like all the pumpkin pies are out finally. Yeah, but what was I going to say during Christmas time? Yeah, Christmas cake. I'll usually always get a Christmas cake because that's kind of like a Japanese thing that a lot of our traditions now, I try to respect like what my boyfriend has done since he was a kid, because we live in Japan and he's Japanese. So he has his mom and his family, they've always done the Christmas cake thing. I think he doesn't expect it now as an adult, but that's something I like to eat because
Did they do dinner too?
I think they did. He said he's done Kentucky, like, what did he call it? Like Kentucky dinner or something, like Kentucky Christmas. Yeah, he's done a Kentucky Christmas like a couple times when he was a kid. But again, it's not so set in his ways where like we have to do that. He's totally fine with like whatever. So if we can do like a Costco Christmas, that would be so nice with like pumpkin pie. Yeah. I saw an apple pie at Gyomu Super, like a whole apple pie. Oh my gosh. It doesn't require an oven. It's like a microwavable one, so you can just like cut the slice. Yeah. Yay. So that's an option.
I was gonna say there's also the Costco that opened up, I think this year in Kadoma City.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to that location yet. So
me neither.
I don't know how crowded or not crowded it is.
Yeah, maybe I'll go.
This is Osaka.
My next day off. Ooh, I know I said I work every year on Christmas, which I usually do, but like based on the calendar this year, my day off falls on Christmas Day. So I'm very excited about that one. Yeah. So I think my boyfriend works though. But anyway, yeah, that'll be nice to like have Christmas Day off.
Yeah. So actually, my flex. Yeah. So even though I haven't been home on Christmas since I moved here, I've never worked on Christmas either.
Yeah, that's nice.
My first job, like, I just said I was traveling at that time, but I didn't. Use my vacation time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I've had to get used to too, especially with my partner. Like, they, except for like New Year's holidays, they like don't care about that, so he has worked every single Christmas Eve. So usually Christmas Eve around like the time he finishes work is like when we'll start to do stuff, and then he goes back to work on Christmas Day. Sometimes even on New Year's Eve he has to like work too, but it is what it is. I'm used to it now. But do you hear any other Christmas traditions that other people do here in Japan? Shall we get into that?
Yeah. So I asked on Instagram. So I was hoping to get some answers from like Japanese people and foreign people, just whoever. So yeah, a lot of the people just said, like spending time with friends or family.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people like do nabe or like hot pot. Yeah, that's a nice like winter food I love to eat as well. Maybe go to Illumination, so see all the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
A lot of people just chill at home, watch anime, read manga, sleep. They live in Sapporo, so they eat KFC and they play in the snow. I think that's the most like Christmassy vibe you can get. Yeah. Someone says they make their own German hot wine. I love that.
The Glühwein.
The Glühwein. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody said Disney Sea.
Ooh,
I guess
like,
that is a
when
festive
it's-
place. I don't know. I've
Oh,
never been
yeah.
to Disney Sea or Disney anything here.
I mean, like Disney and Universal Studios, they go all out for all of the holidays here. Even like Easter, even though again, there's no
Oh,
like
interesting.
there's not a lot of Christians in Japan, or like again, they really love the aesthetic of all the European holidays without knowing like the religious reasons behind them. Like that's how Christmas is here too.
Yeah.
I applaud them because I assume it's so crowded at Disney Sea during Christmas time, but who knows? That sounds fun. Anyone else? Any other answers?
There was a Japanese person that replied, and they just said, "I'll be with my family." But they didn't give details about what they do or like what they eat.
Yeah, what are you gonna eat? What are you gonna watch? What are you gonna do? Do you have a Christmas tree in your house? Like, I know that's a very
We need to know.
half one. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Christmas cake.
Christmas cake.
Yeah.
With friends, cooking dinner together, Secret Santa, gift giving.
That's a fun one too. That's something I've done in the past here, but since moving to Osaka, haven't done like any friend events like that, like Christmas or other dinners like that.
I know, we need to. I know.
No, I know.
I'm just so busy this time of year.
No, it's okay. We all are. That's growing up.
A lot of like house parties with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, I think, said slumber party. Oh, yeah. Gonna have a slumber party with a friend. That's cute.
Ooh, that's really cute. Maybe watch a Christmas movie.
Somebody else said, we have a Christmas party with friends and bring food from our home countries. We also invite neighbors.
Fun. I like that.
Yeah. Sharing the Christmas traditions.
Yeah. And then, someone said, I hide in my kotatsu with my cats, knitting, books, and tea. Honestly, period.
Yeah, sounds like a great day.
That sounds so nice.
Oh, a friend.
Yeah.
Just make a big vegan Christmas style meal with my husband or sometimes friends too.
Ooh, there's vegan recipes for like everything these days, but I'm so curious. What is a vegan Christmas? Yeah, I'm sure we'll see pictures of it on Instagram. This is a mutual of ours. But speaking of vegan stuff, on the way here, I don't know if it's new or if I've missed it this whole time. Did you see there's a vending machine for vegan ice cream?
What?
On the way here? What? Yeah, I saw it.
We might walk different ways here.
Maybe. Like
I think we go to different stations. Yeah.
So I saw that and I should have taken a picture so I can remember where it is. But vegan ice cream vending machines in Japan now.
If it's not too expensive, I'll try it.
They were like 500 yen for like a
that's
cup
not
or
bad.
something. It's not bad. Same as like Satiwan, Baskin Robbins.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know those like cake in a can kind of things?
I've seen.
I forgot exactly how much they were, but I remember being like, what? That's expensive.
Expensive? Oh, no. Yeah. And I don't know how it is like in other places, but I just assume a lot of like vegetarian and vegan options in Japan are just going to be a little bit pricier because I don't know why. Ingredients or like availability and stuff. So 500 yen for that cup was like very reasonable to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did find a couple Reddit stories.
Yay.
So mostly what I found on Reddit was just people asking like, where can I get a real tree? Where can I get like a ham or something, like different ingredients?
Costco. Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, actually, so you have a fake tree, right?
Yeah, I know maybe there's debate like which one is more
What's
ethical,
more sustainable?
which is sustainable. Like, well, to be fair, there's no real Christmas trees. Like, there's no Christmas tree farm in Japan that I know of.
I mean, there must be somewhere.
Yeah, but like
I don't know,
in
maybe
Osaka
in Hokkaido
City,
or something. But
like,
yeah, Osaka.
no.
I
So
don't think there's any.
my boyfriend and I purchased a fake Christmas tree, and it's not small, but it's also not like huge or anything. It's a very nice, reasonable size. And since we've been together in our first Christmas, like together, we bought it in like 2020, 2021, and we use the same tree and the same decorations every year, and we'll probably keep using the same tree. So I think we're doing our best in terms of sustainability and like recycling. I don't know.
Yeah, same. I think you have to use the fake tree for at least 10 years or something to make it
Like,
worth it.
yeah, which is fine because real trees, like besides the smell, like they just sound so hard to maintain. You have to like vacuum the
little pine needles?
like the things that fall all the time, and then if you
it
don't
smells
like
good.
it smells so good, of course, but like once it it's Christmas is over, don't they rot? Like, don't you need to like get rid of them in time before they?
Yeah,
I mean,
so
there's
there's problems with both sides.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but it's not like we could get a real tree anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also have a fake one I've been using for a few years.
yeah. So and
I have like bins with my Christmas decorations.
oh, fun.
Like,
Yeah. So
yeah, there's some stuff that I have thrifted, although that's not as easy to come by.
Like thrifted a Christmas tree or thrifted like
Not the tree, some like decorations.
Yeah,
and then books. Like I found the night before Christmas at a Second Street maybe.
Yeah.
Or a book off.
Yeah. That's the one thing I'm having a hard time finding ornaments, like Christmas ornaments that aren't like nitori or like basic daiso ornaments. Like I want like old school ornaments, and I'll try to make my own ornaments like every year. My boyfriend and I like add a little new ornament every year. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like kind of on this topic. So it's interesting that maybe a couple weeks before Christmas or the week before Christmas, the decorations will be discounted.
Oh, yeah.
But on the 26th,
That's so funny.
they take it all away. There's nothing left in the shop.
Yeah.
Whereas like in the US, things go on like a clearance sale.
After
It'll be like
Christmas,
50, 70, and eventually like 90% off because
Yeah.
they're just trying to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
But here, everything is off the shelves on the 26th.
They're like, done. Yeah. Oh, speaking of like Christmas stores, did you hear a lot of Spirit Halloweens in the US? You know that store, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They're turning, because Halloween obviously is not year round. So they're like, what do we do with this? Like in the other times. A lot of them are going to change to Spirit Christmases.
Oh,
they're going to like use them as
nice.
Christmas stores.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. A lot of people were excited for that one.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because they're always like, it just seems kind of like a waste to
Yeah.
set up this whole store just for like a month or two.
Unless you're like a cosplayer or something. Wait, are Spirit Halloweens only open during Halloween time? Or
Yeah,
are they
I
just
thought most were
Halloween?
like pop-ups.
I don't know. That's how long it's been. I don't even remember like the
think,
last time
yeah.
I stepped foot in that store. But
It's been a while.
yeah. Just anyway.
Yeah. Oh, should we talk about KFC?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like
Are we not going to read the
the-
story yet?
We'll get into
Okay,
those later.
okay.
But I feel like we should talk about, because like one of the big things in Japan somehow became like KFC chicken on Christmas.
And like from way back, because I've watched
the
like,
70s, I think.
Is that how far back it
Or was
goes?
it the 90s?
I mean, I believe
Excuse me.
either one, but because I'll watch like the oldest Japanese movie that I've seen that had KFC during Christmas time. It was like a movie from 1999 or something. So it's been it's been going since the 70s. You're right.
Yeah, that's right. I know stuff. Yeah, since like 1974. So go on.
Sheesh.
Go on.
That's it. I don't know like the reason why or anything, but was that just an assumption? Like, yeah, this is like when did KFC come to Japan? 70s? Like, you know?
Yeah, I
like,
guess before then. But it was just a marketing thing. They were like, this is how Americans celebrate
Of
Christmas.
course.
You
Yeah.
need some chicken too. And then,
yeah.
yeah,
It's a very
that's basically it.
capitalist. Consumer capitalism? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, very capitalist, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will not be getting KFC
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
They are on the boycott list, but I have had it a few years ago.
Yeah, same.
Because I wanted to see what the hype was. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah. I mean, KFC in Japan is just like average anyway. Like, I never crave KFC here unless I'm like desperate for some fried chicken that I like don't want to cook or find somewhere else. But like KFC in Japan, not related to Christmas, just year round in general, doesn't have mashed potatoes. So already done, like deal breaker for me. And the skin, like you know how you can get like the crispy skin or whatever, the way they fry it must be different, or I don't know if the oil is different. I'm gonna sound like such a like basic American, like talking about oil and stuff, but like the skin is different in Japan. Like just the texture of it is different. It's like not as juicy. It's very dry, in my opinion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was a vegetarian back in the States,
I
so like
see,
I
yeah.
don't remember what KFC chicken tasted like. I probably had it when I was a kid.
Yeah. No, I loved KFC when I was a kid, and I just remember if we got KFC, you know, for dinner or whatever, it was like, ooh, like fun because we got the potatoes and like there's biscuits and you get like a tub of fried chicken. And I think in the US too, they probably still do it. Like you can get like regular skin or like crispy skin. Like there's two kinds of like skin for the fried chicken. Where in Japan, it's kind of all the same. And like I said, there's no mashed potatoes. It's all dry. I do like the Japanese coleslaw they make here versus the US one, and I think that's because they use Kewpie mayonnaise. I don't know.
Ah,
But
that makes sense.
I have eaten it for Christmas time just for like, because I'm in Japan and I felt like that was what I was supposed to do. And it was fun. Like I felt like, ooh, like, okay, check that box. I don't need to do this every year, you know. It was okay. It was nice. My boyfriend like reserved it for us because I told him.
Yeah,
I
another
wanted
thing
to try.
you need a reservation
Yeah,
for.
yeah. And I told him I wanted to try, and he like made a reservation and picked it up for us. So that was really, really sweet.
Yeah. KFC is really chaotic.
Oh, like
On
around Christmas
Christmas.
time? Dude, the way
Yeah,
they're
people like picking up their orders. It's really crazy.
Yeah, and,
I saw
like-
like an accident at a parking lot.
Dude, and they're like all lined up outside of the store. Like even with reservation, right? Everyone is just like there to pick it up on Christmas Day or like Christmas Eve. Side tangent. You know how like Colonel Sanders in the US, he's just like some old white dude, like the mascot of KFC is just
Yeah.
like an older dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen him here in Japan?
He's different?
Dude, he's like fine.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's like
He's a zaddy?
Yeah, he's a little like what do you call it? So I don't even remember how they marketed KFC in the US. Like if it
Yeah.
was like you know how like a sports team mascot, how they're like in a costume, or if he was animated or whatever, but like he looked like the dude on the logo, like an older
Yeah.
gentleman. Versus here, they hired like he's a famous actor, and I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but he's in that show I talked about, House of Ninja, like the main guy from that show. And so he's like picture him, he's like a fairly young dude in a white suit with glasses, but then he's got like a white hair like wig on, and he's got the
Okay.
facial hair too. So he just looks, I don't know, it's very like Silver Fox Colonel Sanders for the Japanese one. And so yeah, I don't know, he's just like very like fit and just like kind of like high energy here in Japan. And so I'm like, wow, the marketing is a lot different here.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So actually,
Oh,
do you
I
want
did
to
not
like look at the
realize.
Reddit stories real quick and
Yeah.
then okay.
Sorry. Should I go down and tell the guy?
Okay. So our time in the studio is nearing its end, but we just want to read 2 very quick Reddit stories related to Christmas. So here's the first one.
Okay. The title is, I don't understand why spending Christmas with family is seen as miserable in Japan. Rant? Question mark. A native Japanese high school student currently living in the Kansai region. Recently, when I said to my friend that I would spend Christmas with my family, my classmates somehow made fun of me that spending time with family during Christmas is basically spending Christmas alone and is very miserable to spend Christmas without friends or a girlfriend or boyfriend. I mean, I'm not mad at this. Sadly, I'm definitely not the type of person who can get a girlfriend easily. But for me, it's questionable why spending Christmas with family is miserable. Like, isn't it a normal thing to spend Christmas with your family outside of Japan? Note, I posted here since I'm curious how the foreign people in Japan feel about this. P.S. To the mods, if I need to prove that I'm Japanese, please PM me. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny. I mean, I would like question it more, but like learning that they're all in high school, it's like, yeah, that's like that sounds like a high
Like a
schooler
silly
response.
thing.
Like, ooh,
Yeah.
like spend time with your family. Ugh.
Yeah. But I
know?
guess that just kind of shows how like it is a really big couples holiday.
Yeah. It's so cute how that person was like, what do you mean? Like it was like weird of him how he had a great relationship with his family. Like he should have clapped back and been like, sorry, my family loves me. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know?
True. That would be a good one.
All right,
Okay.
next story.
All right, so real quick, this other one is like a what the hell kind of post. So it's called Where to See White Santa. I want my daughter to have the classic mall Santa experience. I did it growing up and it really enforced the magic of Christmas. Wondering if this is available anywhere in Japan. We're in Tokyo but could travel for this experience. She thinks Santa Claus is white, as depicted in many Western books, TV, and media. So Santa needs to be a white, preferably older, stocky man, and she won't believe it or won't get the full magic of Christmas. As a last resort, we could hire someone directly, but it would be hard to arrange the costume, scenery, elves, etc.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem. Like, you care about it so much, then hire the actor or whatever. What do you mean you go to
I think
Japan?
you could
and
hire somebody. I
No,
don't know.
they said they're in Japan now, and they're
Yeah, in Tokyo, but they'd be willing to travel to see White Santa.
shut up. Like, what do you mean you're in Japan and then you want to see a white dude? Like, calm down. Anyway, that's our Christmas stories. We're gonna get
Anywho.
kicked out of this studio.
Yeah, so we went over the time for our
Pretty
studio.
over. Yeah,
Whoops.
so-
But, we just had to talk about things. Okay, thanks for listening and watching, and we'll catch you with more serious episodes in the future.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays, or just
holidays.
have a good winter. But yeah. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.